Selma was stuffed into a sack by a strange man and thrown into the trunk. The car had never moved this slowly, not even when filled with gold bars. Her kidnapper was Fat Tony, but Selma wasn't afraid of him at all, which made him appreciate her personality. He asked Selma to choose which body part to cut off first. Selma's genuine nature caught Fat Tony's attention. He desperately wanted to shut Selma's mouth, preferably with his own body part. To keep his promise, Fat Tony had his subordinate call his doctor friend. Soon Selma was on the operating table.
Now where is my Selma?
After surgery, Selma had a perfect figure. Fat Tony now only wanted to be alone with Selma, so his subordinate disposed of the doctor directly. Fat Tony couldn't wait to kiss Selma. Their relationship heated up instantly. Selma's new look was hard for Marge to adapt to. Since successfully losing weight, Selma had experienced all the kindness in the world, but Homer mocked them as before and after plastic surgery, which Fat Tony happened to overhear. Homer apologized frantically. Fat Tony forgave him, but he had to sketch Patty until she was satisfied. Fat Tony and Selma began their romantic dates. Their relationship progressed rapidly. Fat Tony passionately proposed to Selma, and she was more than willing to spend the rest of her life with him. Their love even moved the eavesdropping police. Soon, Fat Tony and Selma got married. Homer was extremely excited because now he would have mafia relatives to protect him. Homer and Marge were seated in a corner at a table full of strangers without a single dish. Marge questioned Selma about why they were seated in such a remote spot.
Because somebody's husband has a reputation for embarrassing himself in public situations. He's on his best behavior.
Marge also didn't approve of this marriage, so Selma told her to leave immediately. After returning home, Marge hadn't calmed down yet when Fat Tony showed up at their door. To repair the relationship between Selma and Marge, he invited the Simpson family to his beach villa. Fat Tony's villa was extremely luxurious, with many handsome men and beautiful women attending. Marge suspected they had special relationships. Selma didn't understand why Marge never supported her marriage.
You married a pig. Well, you married someone whose first name is Fat.
Meanwhile, Homer was having a great time with them. After losing a game, he was punished by drinking an entire barrel of alcohol. Selma noticed how well Homer and Fat Tony got along. She felt she had been too harsh on Homer before, perhaps because she was jealous of their happiness, but now she had found happiness too, so she wanted to start fresh with Marge. The four of them took a bath together. In the evening, Marge and Homer were heading back to their room, but accidentally opened Fat Tony's door. Marge unexpectedly overheard that Fat Tony had a mistress. Homer didn't understand why he would go out for hamburgers when there was expired steak at home.
I'll just sit here quietly.
Selma hadn't expected Fat Tony to betray her. Homer also discovered Fat Tony secretly playing cards with others in the room and even losing money. Marge planned to take Selma home immediately, but Homer wanted to stay one more day. The next morning, Homer came out dragging his suitcase. Fat Tony invited him to play with pool floats. Suddenly a car burst in, and a woman loudly asked where that bitch was. Selma thought this woman was the mistress, but to her surprise, she was Fat Tony's wife. Selma was the mistress. She pulled out her diamond ring to prove herself, but the other woman pulled out an even bigger rock.
That's a wife ring? Marge, don't look!
It turned out that on the wedding day, the priest had conducted Fat Tony's ceremony with his mistress in Italian. Selma could no longer believe in love. She and Fat Tony's wife got into a fight. Homer quickly pulled Marge back to their room. He finally realized they weren't the same kind of people.